All right, here we are again. It's Copper and Diamond. We're gonna commentate on a different match today. We're gonna commentate on a PvT. You might be wondering, well, why is it a different match? Well, that's because normally Alpha plays Terran. Isn't that right, John?
Mm-hmm.
Great, good stuff. Love the feedback. Anyway, I have to admit, excuse me, I just swallowed some coffee badly. When Alpha was playing Zerg, he was playing a pretty tight game, so maybe he's got a little trick up his sleeve with the Protoss, trying to mislead here by saying he sucks with Protoss, but it's probably like great or something.
I honest to God have no idea what he's got planned with this. I mean, he's clearly so much better with Terran. I've seen him play Protoss in a whole bunch of games, and I'm like, why did he pick that race against Valy, who's become considerably good at Terran? Well, we'll find out sometime soon. Right now, we just see that they're both going the typical openings, getting their supply depot and their pylon down. And we just see in the APM tab that Alpha's getting nice and APM spamish.
Good way to warm up your fingers, I guess. You know, I saw you hit, was it 360 or 4? No, that's the crazy Koreans. No, I saw you hit 360 the other day with your APM spam. That was nice.
Oh, well, I try my best, you know. The higher the APM, the better the skill. Oh, no.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely true. I mean, look at me. I have an average APM of 50 per game, and I am not great.
That's a lie. I've seen it to go 30 max.
No. Recently, it's been about 50. I actually hit 64 the other day. That was a personal high for me.
Jesus. Congrats, I guess.
Many thanks.
Well, hey, eventually you could hit the APM, which is like 90, and it's still good enough to play like Master and stuff like that.
I suppose so. Anyway, here's Alpha doing a little bit of SCV harassment. I bet you he's going to get that one too, because Valy's just going to ignore it. Oh.
And he's repairing it.
Oh my.
He still saves the probe.
Look at that. That's not too bad, but that Marine's gonna hustle him out of there nice and fast. What did he just cancel? I didn't see that.
A barracks. He was pretending that he was going 2 barracks or something like that, some sort of aggressive play, or perhaps even a 2 barracks to command center opening. It's all mind games. You wouldn't understand. So yeah, we see that Alpha's going for the cybernetics core. There's not much else he can get at this point. He's getting his zealot, Chrono boosting it out. Curiously, maybe what Valy did earlier with the 2 barracks kind of threw him off. He's rushing for that zealot, and perhaps the stalker as soon as the cybernetics core comes up.
You know, that's good, man. Just that little mind game made him waste a Chrono.
Good lord, another Chrono goes
2
to it.
Chronos. That's weird. His probes are going to be a little bit behind there, and his gateway technology is going to be very behind. If he even decides to research it.
What, warp gate or gateway?
Did I say gateway? I meant warp gate technology.
It's okay.
Hasn't even started yet. So...
Well, go on.
Okay, so he canceled that gateway. Maybe he's playing mind games with himself.
Cancel that gateway? What are you talking about?
Alpha.
Alpha canceled the gateway? I didn't catch it.
He dropped one and canceled it like just a few seconds later. Just kind of bizarre. Finally, the warp gate tech starts up, and well, he's got no chronos for it.
Jesus. Well, as we well know, that the new time on the warp gate is 160 seconds as opposed to the old 120 seconds. Whatever he's intending on doing, and we clearly see it now, getting down a Nexus. This is a pretty safe play, because it seems that Alpha knew that it was going to be a command center.
Nah, he didn't know, man. He didn't know. He was just guessing it.
He's got good enough game sense to...
But what
feeling safe enough to go and get a Nexus.
Okay, well tell me, what is it that he saw that would have made him think that Valy was going to fast expand rather than come in with like a 3 racks pressure or something like that? Come on. What?
Well, he had the probe go back in before it died and take a look at exactly what was being built.
Oh, really?
I think you caught that, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
That's okay.
I don't sound so smart anymore. Well, anyway, Alpha with his 2 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, and 1 Sentry won't be able to hold off too much, but then again, there isn't much to hold off in the first place because Valy's going overkill. 3 bunkers the man's dropping down here, because he must be thinking, hold on, Alpha's going to bring some pressure.
Well,
but that is incorrect as well.
He almost loses that Stalker. They're down to 2 HP. He was doing a little bit of damage to that bunker with 2 Marines. But, yeah, as Chicago T says here in the spectator chat, such a lucky sod. I agree. Now, why, you're probably asking why. Why would he do some overkill and produce 3 bunkers, and now he canceled that? Jesus, a lot of indecision going on here. But typically, I like 3 bunkers. On an early expansion...
Because it's almost impossible to crack?
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but Valy's learned through the hard way that sometimes not even 3 is enough. Because I've been doing a lot of Blinkstalker play, and early Blinkstalkers against bunkers owns the hell out of it.
Yeah, maybe he's afraid of that 3-gate blink.
Yeah. You know why? Because he will only have just a whole bunch of Marines to begin with. He would have Marauders in exchange for the early expansion. In that case, you don't go Blinkstalkers. But early expansion, I find it's easy to punish him by just going Blinkstalkers because he won't have many Marauders yet.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Even if you did have Marauders, those Blinkstalkers are devastating. Did I say devastating? Oh,
Devastating.
whatever. Moving forward with that, yeah, so it looks like we're going to go for a mid-game situation here, because on Alpha's side of the map we don't really have much of anything in the way of forces. Also, Valy doesn't exactly have anything too scary on his side. They're just going to macro up and go for this sort of mid-game thing. Alpha, now he knows what's going on, because he's got an observer running around in Valy's base. He's like, oh, okay, there's not too much here. Okay, there's 3 racks, 2 techs, and a reactor. So Valy doing his usual bio-ball situation. Why change a formula that works so well? Bio-ball is just devastating. And I said it right that time. See how I snuck it in there?
Yeah.
Proved myself.
I think Valy is on to the fact that there is an observer in his base because he's getting down a missile turret over at the front. Hopefully he'll do the same over there in the main, but no, it doesn't seem like it. I don't like the queuing of the upgrades. Okay, yet further indecision. He canceled his armor upgrade after his weapons upgrade.
And he put it back.
Jesus, it's so strange. But it seems that Valy's gotten a little confident himself, saying, "Here we go. We're going to move out, cancel those bunkers, salvage those bunkers." And he's gonna go put some pressure on.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. This is a good time for him to move out because, frankly, there's just nothing there. That Colossus is only 1/3 done, and it is getting chrono boosted though, so that's not bad. But if he got in there now, he could do a lot of damage. But I don't think that he's gonna get there in time. He's got what's that? 2 sentries, yeah. 2 sentries and a Colossus ought to hold this up quite handily. We'll see what happens.
I agree with you there, especially since the sentries have got tons and tons of energy. They could just keep on double force fielding that ramp, keeping, or perhaps even cutting some of the army, letting some in, and just taking it out with the Colossus that is arriving now.
Ooh.
But it seems like Alpha's going to just buy some more time to gather some more forces. He's a little worried about it.
Very worried about it because he just got another 3 sentries.
Yeah, I guess he's getting a little... That is overkill, actually. Wow, take a look at the money that Alpha's swimming in right now. I don't know how it got to this. It looks like a Terran playing, or even a Zerg. But
you know, he's got a gateway that he hasn't turned into a work gate yet. You can really tell his inexperience with Protoss. Basically, looks like I'm playing here.
Oh, look at that. He laid down 1 force field. He could have cut that army in half and just eaten up those Marines in seconds. But he only laid down 1 force field. What's wrong with him?
As soon as he gets the 2nd Colossus, he got to make a move, and he does. As if he was listening to our Skype conversation. Because with those 2 Colossus, man, he can mow down those guys, especially if he gets some good force fields down, which he can do with all of these sentries.
And he's going to catch him off position here.
Not the best force field, but it's not bad at all.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage going on here. Oh man, it's so far, he's just lost the Zealots, but totally worth it. I mean, he took out most of the bio there. And most of them are also damaged from all that splash damage from the Colossus that already have the thermal lance. It's pretty good damage there.
Yeah, the Colossus just rock, especially since he doesn't have any Vikings coming. Well, he does. No, those are medevacs. I would have preferred Vikings. No, actually, maybe not at this point. Tough to tell. He should have gotten medevacs and Vikings much earlier. Is all I can say. If he was going bio, he should have gotten medevacs right off the bat.
Well, I don't blame him for not getting it just yet. I mean, he decided to take a 3rd right now, so that's going to set him back a little bit. Alpha's doing the same. He's getting his 3rd up, and he's getting a little overeager with those pylons.
Yeah, that's kind of weird pylon placement there. Like to spread them out. Yeah, but spreading them out's a little bit better. And also he's not dropping a forward pylon with a probe, which would be far more handy for him.
Oh man, this push is looking so fierce. These 3 Colossi with the range are just going to do a devastating amount of damage. Here he goes. He's going in with the Stalkers first, but now he's decided to pull back. And now, here we go. There's the engagement.
Oh,
Bad
yeah.
attack move by Valy. And now he's pulling the SCVs. That's just a sign of desperation. And you know what that means at this point.
It means that I don't want to be in vent when Valy freaks out about this, man. This is going to be ugly, ugly business. And oh, well, there you go. That's a tactical lag, but I guess he doesn't really need it at this point. Those 3 Colossi and those Stalkers are going to make mincemeat of anything that comes out of these barracks now, man.
Oh, this
And
must
here
be
come
really pissing him off too, because this is an off race from Alpha. Valy, GG. Well, at least he was in good spirit. But I'd be kicking myself because Alpha doesn't play toss.
No, he doesn't, and
I
I have to say, I mean, while he did a very good job with it, there was a lot of stuff to be desired in his gameplay, you know, and I mean, Valy lost to that. He must be angry, angry, angry. But then again, like, I mean, he lost to me. What I imagine is the problem is that he's used to playing like good players, and good players have their own style, and then not very good players like me and Alpha, we have a very different style. So that probably threw him off, you know. Like when I played against him, he lost twice in a row because I suck.
Wow. Jesus. Well, yeah, there's nothing really much else to say about that.
It was a pretty standard
one thing.
TVP.
Valy always goes bio in every single game. I've only seen him go bio. He gets tanks versus Zerg. That's the only variation he adds. But I mean, he's really got to get away from the whole bio thing, especially against Protoss, because I rock the hell out of him. Because all I need is just Templar and Zealots, and I clean him up.
Well, exactly. But I guess he's just comfortable in it, and I don't know what to say. You know what? A couple of siege tanks would have changed that entire thing. Just 3 up there on the ledge would have changed the entire outlook of that attack right there, and things would have gone very differently. But there you go. He prefers his bio, and didn't quite work out. His timings are off, as far as I can tell. But then, of course, I can't tell much. Anyway, there you go. If you have nothing left to add, we'll wrap it up there and see if they want another one.
Yep, they're gonna go for another one.
Okie dokie, here we go.